Hey, we're Dave and Wanda from WGRC's Dave and Wanda in the Morning, and we are in Mifflinburg, standing outside Abe's Custom Woodworking.
We are. So this is my hometown for about 20 years until recently, and I have driven by Abe's many times and never stopped and checked this place out. So this is my opportunity. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to going and learning a little bit about woodworking and just checking out this pretty cool hobby, this pretty cool craft right here in Central PA. It's Around the Valley with Dave and Wanda. Let's go in. WGRC's Around the Valley is sponsored by Zook Septic Services, serving Central Pennsylvania. Contact them for inspections, repairs, and system maintenance needs at 570-837-1466 or at zookseptic.com. Well, hello.
Hello.
You must be Deb.
Hi. Yes, I am.
I'm Dave.
Hi, Deb. I'm Wanda.
Hello, Wanda.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
Tammy.
Good to meet
Tammy,
you.
nice to meet you. I'm Wanda.
Well, we are excited to be here,
We
and
are.
already I'm seeing all kinds of amazing woodwork.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about the shop. How long has it been here?
Well, we purchased the building last February, and we opened the store last April.
So Abe's, the business itself, was around before you all purchased the building.
Yes.
How did the business get started? Because woodworking is a tremendous skill to have. How did the business get started?
Well, the business, my husband, he was online one day, and he saw this picnic table. It was a folding picnic table. And he showed it to me, and I said, "Can you make one of them? Can you make me one of them?" And he said, "Well, maybe, I think so." So he ordered the plans. Well, of course, the plans came and they didn't work anything like they said that they would. So he re-engineered everything, and he created the picnic table that we have today.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And we go to the West End Fair. In the summertime, we close the shop down for a week, so we have 2 garages up there.
I've seen you up there.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And we're up there, and for us, that's a vacation. We enjoy the West End Fair.
Well, we are excited to be here and to be able to learn a little bit about woodworking and see how some of these amazing pieces are made. And we keep talking about Abe. Who's Abe?
Abe is my husband, Bob Showers.
So he does exist.
He
He
does
is a person.
He is a person, yes. That was his nickname that his friends gave him in high school.
Okay.
Right out of high school, And that came about because when he was younger, tall, slender, and a beard,
Abe Lincoln.
he looked like
There
Abe
you go.
Lincoln. If you saw our wedding pictures, he looks like Abe Lincoln.
That's great.
Does he still look like Abe Lincoln?
And then maybe when he was older.
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. But,
Well, let's see if we can find Abe or Bob and let's
Yes.
learn a little bit about woodworking.
okay. This is our Christmas tree with our ornaments. Now these ornaments, Bob made these ornaments CNC machine. And what they are is they're 3D ornaments. And with the 3D, then it really brings out the detail. Now I've even taken one right here and I put epoxy in it.
Okay, I
Oh,
see
wow.
that. Yeah.
Epoxy, it really makes it pop.
It's
But-
beautiful.
But with that epoxy. And this one, Bob did the special saying, "Merry can't miss."
Okay.
And I said, "Where'd you come up with that? That's pretty clever." He says, "I just dreamed it up." I said, "Well, I like that. That's pretty cool."
Very nice.
So,
Now, when it comes to the wood, do you just get scrap wood and logs? Is wood specially ordered?
well, we find wood wherever. My cousin, he has a portable sawmill. And he has a lot of cherry wood and things like that. So we get wood off of him. And then various places, we've gone to different sawmills, in the area and outside the area to get wood. And here's an ornament that we did.
Camping
This was
drawing.
one
that's
that we
great.
did from last year. Now I hand painted these.
Okay.
here, when we started doing the ornaments, we started doing them more like this. Okay? This was from several years back.
Yeah.
This style. Because it was, I think this is called the V carve, is what this is. This is the V carve. And it's a simpler carve than what this is.
Okay.
So that's where we began, with something like this. The 3D came later as he got better.
And added a lot of detail
Yes,
for sure.
and a lot more money.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a lot more money as far as the equipment goes.
Yeah.
And things like that. But this was a custom order right here. They wanted priced on an ornament, and then what we do for our ornaments, we would do free lasering on the back of whatever
Okay.
message that you want to give as your gift.
Oh, okay, that's a great
So,
idea.
Yeah, so we will and then it's very personalized to the person that you give it to.
So how many bits do you go through?
I've learned not to go through too many of them.
That's good. That's a
But
good thing.
His skill is improved.
The
But I
expense of
did
buying the
have
bits.
a master craftsman gave me some advice. He was in his 80s then, and he did nothing but lathe work, but he knew his wood. And I started making some of this stuff in treated lumber, and he looked at me and goes, "Why?" He says the best wood you could use would be white oak, and he says it'll last 60 years without any type of preservative on it, but it's expensive. But if you want something where you can sell it economically to people, use hemlock. And he goes, hemlock gets harder as it ages,
Interesting.
and bugs don't bother it. So one day when he said it gets harder, I thought, nah, I can't believe that. So I went and found a piece that was pretty old. It broke bits.
No
I
kidding.
couldn't even carve it.
Wow.
I can carve any oak you want at a decent speed and won't have a problem.
The hemlock,
The
not so
hemlock.
much. So you're clearly passionate about it. I love watching
Yeah.
and looking at all the things you've done. Where did that come from, that passion of working with wood?
Your dad.
Yeah, my dad.
Your dad.
Yeah.
And there's a really funny story about that. We used to live on a farm, and there was a basement with a ground floor. And he comes up the steps. Boy, was he mad. And my mom goes, "What are you mad about?" Well, he was building a boat. He says, "I gotta take the boat apart. I can't get it out the cellar doors."
Well, the thing about the boat in the basement, I mean, if there was ever flooding,
He could drift it out, maybe.
yeah, I mean, at
He
least
might drown,
you
though,
could get down
because
in the
he'll get up to
basement
the
and
ceiling.
float.
You know, I was really surprised thinking about that, and I thought, if they would have had chainsaws back then, he probably would have made that opening bigger before.
I'm sure he would have.
Disassembled the boat.
Now I understand that one of your first pieces you did was a picnic table.
Yep,
Is the picnic table still here?
yep.
The original
Well,
picnic table?
No.
No, the original one sits on our deck,
Oh,
Okay.
that's great.
and that was made out of treated lumber.
So you
Okay.
still have it, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, that's great. Great
Well,
ones to
Why
think
don't we
about.
go take a look at the table?
Yeah.
See what the piece that inspired it.
Yeah.
Thing in it, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, here's how this works. Just lift up in the front.
There's the table.
There's the table
Yeah.
we're looking for.
Was actually, that's how the business got started, was because of this picnic table. Bob found this, the plans, he saw it online, and there was plans there, and what he ordered, and I says, "That's cool, can you make me one of them?" He says, "Well, I think so." So he ordered the plans. Well, the plans were horrible. He had to redesign everything. And this table has come a long ways even from the first table that he's made. But he redesigned it, and that's where we got our start. This picnic table is the
Table was
beginning
starting
of
it all.
Abe's Custom Woodworking, because then we went up to the Valley Outdoors and we previewed it up there.
The first time I made one for some people, her husband sat down on it and sort of bowed it a little. And I thought, well, we're gonna have to put something in there. So what I did was I put this 2x4 across, sort of like a rafter. And it's solid as can be that way. And then I thought, well, I'll just put a little bit of a handle in there, and then that way it'll be a lot easier to Yeah.
So smart.
Yeah.
I love it.
What we're going to do is we're going to carve, you sent us your logo. We're going to be carving that for you in an ornament. And then we'll be giving that to you when it's completed.
That's
Oh,
cute.
well,
So
thank
you'll
you
see
so
it.
much.
I'll
Thank
also
you.
put your names on it. That way.
Awesome. He can't take mine.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much.
Yes.
That's a great gift.
Well, it's been a lot of joy hanging out here at Abe's Custom Woodworking in Mifflinburg, right here on Chestnut Street, and a lot of amazing pieces.
This is my original hometown. We
Yeah.
lived here for almost 20 years. And I driven by this place. I just never stopped in to check it out. You guys have so many unique gifts and pieces. I encourage everybody to come on out and check it out. It's great.
Yes.
Well, big thank you to Abe and Debbie and Tammy as well for showing us around. A lot of great pieces here. They make a lot of great gifts any time of the year, so we encourage you to shop and support our local small businesses. We'd love to come visit you. Maybe you have a craft, hobby, or occupation that you would like to teach us, or maybe there's a place of interest that you would like us to get a behind-the-scenes look at. We encourage you to submit your ideas via email to morningshow@wgrc.com. Once again, that is morningshow@wgrc.com. And who knows, if we pick up your suggestion, we may just see you around the valley.